Russia is beginning to look more and more like the USSR during the stagnation era, including its economy. The first and foremost sign is the withholding of real information. In 1987, publicists Selunin and Khanin indirectly determined that official statistics overstated the economic performance of the Soviet Union by a factor of 13. Today, Russia is steadily moving towards this level of falsification. After all, since February, the government may not publish in fact all statistics, so business has to make plans at random.
There is no investment climate in Russia right now for external players, because sanctions are a very strong argument, and it scares away any investor. Therefore, such things only affect Russian domestic business. Does it help Russian business? No, of course it doesn't. And that's the path of the Soviet Union, the Sovietization of the Russian economy. In particular, a situation with distorted statistics made it very difficult to make the right decisions.
Another Soviet practice that is returning to the Russian economy is state plan. According to official figures, the state sector accounts for 55% of the Russian economy, but in reality, experts say its shares exceed 70%. And once the full-scale invasion has begun, the state is buying out the business of these Western companies that have decided to withdraw from Russian market. Even the head of the Russian Central Bank is concerned that the country is too close to returning to the state plan.
I am not even talking about the risk of restoring a planned economy. It seems impossible because we have a market economy, but in fact, the state can concentrate on itself the right to decide which industries, which projects to develop, and where to direct financial resources instead of private initiative. And in my opinion, this is a big risk. Elvira Nabiulina, chairwoman of the Bank of Russia at the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum.
In March survey of big Russian business managers from the State University of Management, 78% of respondents supported the idea of a return to 5-year plans. This sentiment coincides with so-called import substitution that authorities are forcibly promoting. For example, according to Putin's order, by 2026, all software and hardware on critical infrastructure facilities must be domestically produced. In Russian reality, this means new opportunities for corruption, experts say.
In the co-aggressor country of Belarus, such a system has been in place for a long time. Therefore, what does it mean? Planned investments in the military-industrial complex, in agriculture, transport, logistics. It will be, let's say, the centralization of the system of kickbacks and bribery.
Russia's budget deficit as early as May 2023 exceeded the planned annual deficit. The reason is record-breaking spendings along with failing revenues. To close this huge hole in the budget, the Kremlin has introduced an allegedly voluntary contribution to the economy from businesses, a total of 300 billion rubles, reported by Anastasia Tarnovska, Danila Kobza, UATV News.